Hello and welcome to the Critically Clueless. I'm a monk, and today I'm going to be reviewing a game called Tortuga, A Pirate's Tale. Now, this is a pirate simulator, type of management game. It has been published by Calypso Media and developed by Game Mind Studios, and will set you back around £25, depending on which platform you buy it on. It is available on the Xbox, the PlayStation, the Switch, and PC, so your options are not limited. Now, as you can see from here, this is a turn-based hexagon grid type of combat when it comes to, ship-to-ship combat. This is only a ship-to-ship combat type of game. You can also raid towns as well, but there is no kind of off-ship mechanics here. However, after playing this game for over a week now, I have found a certain level of charm within this game that I didn't realize I was missing. I have seriously enjoyed my time playing this game. You run around as a lowly pirate. You start out with almost nothing at all. You have the smallest ship in the game. You have a handful of crew members, and you have to build your way up to having a fleet of pirate ships and captains under your control. In order to do this, of course, you battle against the English, against the Spanish. You take on other pirates that are on the sea. You take their ships, you plunder their ships, you take their crew and their captains. You also go to the different towns and the cities that this map, rather large map, has to offer, repairing your ship, making upgrades to it, sorting out and handing in missions, as well as a quite in-depth trade mechanic as well. Yes, that's right. If you don't want to be a pirate, well, this game kind of has you covered, and you can just go from port to port trading. I wouldn't suggest doing that, but this game allows you to have that possibility, which I quite like. Some of these ships are absolutely gorgeous as well, and there's a lot of different types of ships. I was quite pleased with just the amount of different types of ships that you actually had available to you. I was kind of thinking there was only going to be maybe half a dozen at best, but like I said, I've been pleasantly surprised by the amount of different ships and pirate captains within this game. Now, okay, this is a turn-based, tactics, strategy type of management game. Is there a tutorial? Well, yes, there is a tutorial, and it does a good job at going over the basics. However, you might need a little bit more practice, and I found personally that playing the game, I learned a hell of a lot more than going through the tutorial that this game had to offer. However, it does give you the basics if you listen to everything that they say, because there is voice acting within this game. It does do a good job of narrating, what you should be doing at the very start. If you read through all the details, it gives you enough information to kind of understand what this game is about, and enough information on the core mechanics of this game as well. There are also a lot of different missions. This game may only be £25, but there's a lot of content here. You can get your main story missions, you can get faction missions, you can get missions from your captains, and missions that you just pick up depending on which port you've actually visited. All of them are going to give you gold, are going to give you experience, and help you level up. One of the biggest things you're going to have to manage when you play this game is your crew morale. Keeping your crew happy is going to be the difference between you enjoying your pirating experience and you walking the plank. On top of the crew management, there is also ship management as well. You have to tend to your ship, to repairs on your ship, to upgrading the different things that you can buy on your ship. For instance, better cannons, better sails, those kind of things. As well as managing the promises that you have made to your crew. Those promises are kind of a way to give you a focal point after divvying up the booty that you've managed to collect. And on top of all of that, after you have divvied up the booty that you've managed to collect, you then get your experience from your adventures, meaning that you and your captains level up and gain extra abilities. So there's quite a few different things that you can actually manage, go through, and understand and learn about this game. I'm really glad to see that this game has this amount of depth, and personally I've had an absolute blast playing this game so far, and I'm looking forward to covering it extensively on the channel as well. Now, where this game excels, personally speaking, is the turn-based combat side. Now, I love turn-based games, that is no secret if you are already familiar with this channel. But Game Minds have done something slightly interesting where they have taken into effect that these ships are powered by wind, and so if your ship has built up and moved so far, then your next turn your ship is still in motion, therefore it's gonna have to move, and it's not going to be able to just be stuck in that one spot. So it's an extra kind of layer to the strategy that you have to keep in mind. Your ship has to turn as well. It can't just necessarily do a 180 turn out of absolute nowhere. So I really like that. And of course, because we're dealing with old school cannons, yes, that's right, they have a chance of missing. Now, it's not going to be popping up in XCOM type of you have a 70% chance to hit type of style. However, it is something that you're going to have to learn. Now, when it does come to probabilities is when it comes to actually boarding those other ships to take them hostage or to maybe quickly win the battle. When it comes to boarding those ships, you are met with a dialogue of information, and it's going to be determined by dice rolls and probability. But from my experience so far, it's been a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed this mechanic as well. I would prefer there to be some on-ship combat, or for us to actually, see a little bit more, but this system absolutely works. And while we're on the subject of working, this is a brand new game, and you know what? It's worked absolutely perfectly. I haven't had any issues at all, no dashboarding or anything like that, no, visual glitches that I have noticed. So I'm really glad to see this game is, functional, especially in 2023. All in all, I'm going to give this game an 8 out of 10. Like I said, I think for the price and just the amount of content you actually get, I think it's absolutely worth playing. If you are a fan of pirate games, then perhaps this is something that can scratch that itch, because there isn't that many pirate games out there. And don't forget, guys, if you stuck around to the very end of this review, don't forget to comment red banana down below. Just confuse all those people new to the channel or that didn't watch to the very end. I have also released a cyberpunk dystopian novel. It's available on paperback and ebook, and absolutely free if you have Kindle Unlimited, and the link for that is down in the description. But until next time, I've been a monk, we've been a Critically Clueless, and I'll see you in the next video real soon. Until then, take it easy and happy gaming.